Hi guys, it's Miss Condos. So we're gonna work through week 7 of distance learning. Week 7 and going into week 8 and week 9 looks slightly different than what we had prior in terms of the format, but it really is the same. It just looks a little bit different. So don't get too stressed out with that. I promise it really isn't too far off from what you guys have been working with, okay? So our SEL theme for this week is determination. You guys have all demonstrated determination with distance learning, and in general in the classroom, I've seen it so much. Determination is a quality that makes you continue trying to do or achieve something that is difficult. Determination is working through challenges. It helps you make decisions to problem solve. I have seen you guys work through math problems using determination, work through writing prompts. I've seen you on the monkey bars unable to get all the way across, and you use determination, continue trying until you are able to. You guys have all demonstrated determination in one way or another, so this should be a pretty easy prompt for you guys to follow through with, okay? This is a weekly planner that they put in. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. I think it would be helpful, and it also goes along with what was talked about earlier, a couple of weeks ago when you guys had the SEL theme of organization. So this is a way to organize your week. Maybe on Fridays, because we have 2 Zoom calls, you guys don't have that much time for work. So maybe you have to get more done on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Maybe Thursdays are really busy for your family for some reason, so you need to get more done on Mondays. You guys got to work through this with your parents and try to figure out what the best way to go about this is. It makes me feel really good when I can mark things off my to-do list. So go ahead and give this a try if you want to. It might help you to get more done and to feel more accomplished. And it's a good way for you to stay determined to get it all done, is to put it on there so you can cross it off, okay? There's also a spot down here for questions for my teacher. You guys can dojo, message me, email me, call me, Zoom me, whatever, whenever you guys want to, email me. But I do know that sometimes those questions come up at 8:30 at night, and it's a question that you guys don't really get a chance to ask me during the day for whatever reason. So maybe that's a spot for you guys to write those questions down there, and you can contact me the next morning. SEL Daily Optimistic Openers. So I've heard that some of you guys are spending way too long on these. They are not meant to be a writing assignment. They're meant to get your brain working, get your brain warmed up, and have you think about what determination is, okay, or whatever that theme for that week is. That's why they only give you a few lines. Like for number 2, you literally only have room for 3 words, okay? You should not be spending hours on this. I would maybe suggest, if you are doing this with your kiddo, spend about 5 minutes discussing the question, how they want to answer, and then go ahead and give them the opportunity to answer it. Remember, you can do these in any order you want to. Yeah, kind of cool. Next is reading. They give you a reading log. It's much smaller than the one in past packets, but it is plenty big enough for you to get the important things written down on. So you are going to write the total number of books you read that day or had read to you, the title of your best book, and was that best book fiction or nonfiction. Remember, fiction means that it probably didn't happen in real life. Nonfiction means that it did happen in real life. So a nonfiction book would be a biography about someone, maybe directions on how to make something, maybe just a whole lot of facts, okay? Remember, they usually have facts. They usually have photographs in them, not drawn pictures. So those are some good ways to tell if a book is fiction or nonfiction, okay? You have to be reading for at least 20 minutes a day. If you read 10 minutes before bed and 10 minutes during the time that you're doing your work, that's fine. It doesn't have to be 20 minutes straight, but it needs to be 20 minutes. You can be reading these books on your own. You can have books read to you, but I would like to challenge you to at least read one book on your own every single day, or at least read it with someone. So maybe you have a brother or sister who could read a book with you, and maybe they can help you through some of the tough words and you can read most of it, okay? A lot of books your level are up on Clever. There's also newspapers and magazines you can read. You can use Libby, which is the library app. You guys can do storylineonline.com, books you have around the house, your old unit readers from Benchmark, from Clever before, your paperback unit readers, any books I've sent home with you. Even if you have read them plenty of times before, it'll help your fluency, so continue reading those. Options for students who want more, options for some additional support. Your writing, you're going to be reading this article, either click on the link if you're using the online option, or if you picked up your packet, then it's included in the packet. You're going to read the article a second time and annotate using the text annotations that you have used in previous weeks. So a star next to something that's important, a question mark next to something that you are a little unsure about, underlining things that really stand out to you, whatever you've been using. Also, says you're going to answer the questions about the article. There are questions included. Next, you are going to tell someone what the article was about and 3 facts about the article. So 3 actual things that happened in Lost Toy Hotel Adventure. You will need some support with reading this. That is okay, but you need to try on your own first. Same with writing. You need to try the words before you ask mom or dad to help you, okay? Just like we do in class. You're gonna fill out the story map on your own or with help, which is just a good graphic organizer for you guys to be using, and then you can write or draw and label your ideas. You are writing this in first person. We have talked about narrators. We've talked about first person narrator, second person, third person. First person means that you are telling it from your point of view. You're using the words I, me, my, we, okay? When you're using your writing, when you're doing your writing. Options for additional support when needed are listed down here. Some foundational skills, days 1 through 3, you're going to read the decodable story for your grade level, okay? So your grade level is first grade, you're gonna go here. These are more working on phonics skills, so kind of like the games that we play in Clever, similar to those. If maybe you get these done faster than you were hoping to based off of days 1 through 3, days 4 and 5, then you can, if you have finished that, then you can go ahead and move on to doing a game, doing some Heidi songs, doing one of the literacy foundational skills from prior weeks, working on some grammar, whatever you guys think that you need to sharpen your skills with, okay? After that, you're going to be moving on to math. So the challenge is to complete all the activities on the math tic-tac-toe board to get a blackout. Blackout means you mark off all of them. I am willing to say that for game, you can use past games that you guys have played in the packets if you'd like to. Pretty much, I would like you to be making sure that you are at least doing a math activity every single day. If you're not able to get a blackout, please do not feel badly. Maybe working on Math Learning Center through Bridges is what you've been doing a lot more of instead of the packet math, and that's okay with me. Get some of the math in the packet done, and then move on to Khan Academy or move on to the Math Learning Center if you need to, okay? So some of these games are Salute, Cover That Number. You guys have played those games before, and there are explanations on how to play them on YouTube. Remember, you are not in kindergarten, so you should be doing the first grade level work. If you need a challenge, you can move on to second grade. If you are having so much fun with an activity from first grade and you want to do the kindergarten version, go right ahead after you finish the first grade version, okay? You need to be doing the first grade work first and foremost, okay? Measure and graph it. This is going to be a super fun activity. The instructions are for second grade, and it is a second grade activity, but if you would like to go ahead and try working on that, if you get extra time, totally go for it. But your activity is what time is it, which we did work some on before going for spring break and then distance learning. Problems of the week. Remember, these are always kind of interesting. They're math problems. They're word problems, and we're going to solve a couple of them on Zoom on Tuesday and then the other on Zoom on Friday. So we'll work through them together. So maybe try to get these done so that you guys can participate and feel prepared for our Zoom meetings, okay? So continuing on, more math. Okay, science. So you can use this paper, or you can use a separate piece of paper for this if you would like. Thank the earth. We use natural resources in many ways to meet our needs for food, shelter, clothing, and entertainment. We need air and water to survive, but how much do we depend on plants? Figure out what life would be like without this natural resource. Okay, so look around inside your home. Things made of wood, paper, some fabrics, and some foods come from plants. You might need a mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, or grandpa, or maybe the internet to help you with figuring out what those things are. You're going to start by making a list of those things that come from plants. For example, a wood door, books, tortillas, and you're going to share your list with someone and add to it or revise it as necessary. Then talk about the questions below and record means write down your answers, okay? It says digitally or on a separate piece of paper. I would appreciate if you would write this. It's going to help your handwriting get better, and it'll help it get into your brain better. Kinder through second grade, what things can you find in your home that are made from rocks and minerals? Add those to your list. So items made from plants, items made from minerals. Okay, you might need extra support with this. This is not something you're going to finish all day, all in a Monday. Okay, you might need a Tuesday or a Wednesday, or maybe a Monday and a Thursday to finish this up. Okay. This is the first and second grade version though. You need to be writing about what things have stems, roots, flowers or seeds, and leaves. You are not in second grade, you do not need to work on this, okay? Options for additional support when needed, options for students who want more. You guys can read that on your own if you feel like you need that. Social studies weekly activity. Create a world. Imagine that you get to build a brand new world. No one has ever seen this new world, and so you get to design it however you want. Step 1, draw a map of this new world. You've got all this space right here. Okay, so you're gonna draw a map of it. Remember that this is a new world that you discovered, so you get to decide what it looks like. Draw and label a variety of land formations, including water features such as mountains, deserts, plains, rivers, lakes, and oceans. You can get as creative as you want. Maybe you want to have a, I don't know, I'm not going to give you ideas because I want you to use your own creativity. Step 2, decide where you are going to build your capital city and mark it on the map. Okay, so decide where on the map you're going to make your capital city. Step 3, you're going to share your map with someone at home. Discuss these questions, okay? So there's 4 questions there for you guys to talk about together. Options for students who want more. You guys can read those later. Options for supports when needed. So these are some additional supports if you guys need some sentence frames or just some help spelling certain words, all that kind of stuff. All right, so SEL brain breaks. Remember, you are supposed to be doing a brain break in between every single activity. You can get creative with these. Maybe your brain break is that you and your brother have to name as many cereals as you can. Or maybe you want to do 30 jumping jacks. Or maybe you want to go and change your outfit. Maybe you want to wash your hands and sing your favorite song. Okay, you can get as creative as you want. These are all some pretty cool, awesome ideas too. And then you have your reflective closers. Remember, these are not supposed to take forever, just like your opener is not supposed to take forever. You also should be doing music every week, at least once or twice a week. If you want to do it every day, awesome. If not, it's totally fine. You can, if you don't want to do music every single day, I would suggest taking some other idea to use every single day. Maybe you have a cooking class every day where you learn to cook something. Maybe you watch mom or dad cook, you help them out. You have a cleaning class, help with cleaning. Maybe you do music, maybe you do PE, maybe you get some computer time and you have to explore using different keys on the computer. Okay, whatever your separate class is, it's like your specials for right now, okay? So yeah, these are some breathing techniques. And yeah, I really hope that this was helpful. I'm always available on email, dojo, phone. You can text me. We can do a Zoom call if you have any questions. but everything that you should need, all the resources, all the instructions are in this packet that's found on Washoe County's website. So I hope that we have a pretty carefree week 7. There's only 10 weeks of distance learning, so we're almost through and it's almost summertime, but try to stay determined and motivated during that time. Okay. I'm really glad that I got to spend this time talking to you guys about week 7, and I'll see you later this week. Bye.